You're standing on the edge of a 43-meter bridge above Lake Wakatipu, about to take the leap that'll define your entire New Zealand adventure. That's Queenstown for you. With only 3 days in New Zealand's adventure capital, most travelers make costly mistakes that leave them exhausted or missing the best experiences. This guide reveals exactly how to experience world-class adventure, hidden local gems, and Instagram-worthy moments without tourist traps. We're covering 3 perfectly planned days, insider booking strategies, and the one mistake that cost travelers $400. Let's dive in. Day 1. Get your bearings. Day 1 is all about orientation and easing into Queenstown's energy. Start the morning at 8 a.m. with the Skyline Gondola. And here's why this timing matters. Most tourists sleep in and hit the gondola around 10 a.m. when it's packed. Beat the crowds, get better photos, and you'll pay around 60 New Zealand dollars for adults instead of fighting for space later. At the top, skip the overpriced restaurant and do 2 luge rides instead. One isn't enough. The views of the Remarkables mountain range from up here are what postcards are made of, and you'll understand why Queenstown's geography makes it perfect for adventure sports. The gondola terminal offers multiple viewing platforms, each providing different perspectives of the dramatic alpine landscape that surrounds this adventure capital. After descending, spend late morning exploring Queenstown Gardens. This isn't just a filler activity. The lakefront walk gives you perspective on distances and helps you plan the rest of your stay. Plus, it's free and offers some of the best photo opportunities with Lake Wakatipu as your backdrop. The gardens feature mature trees, open lawns perfect for picnics, and waterfront paths that showcase Queenstown's natural setting between mountains and lake. For lunch, head to Steamer Wharf area where you'll find several waterfront restaurants. Here's the local secret. Many restaurants like Boardwalk or Finz have more casual takeaway options for approximately 35 to 40 New Zealand dollars instead of their full dining service at around $60 to $70. Same quality, better views eating by the lake. Your afternoon centerpiece is the TSS Earnslaw steamship cruise to Walter Peak Farm. Book online in advance for the best rates. Expect to pay roughly 75 to 85 New Zealand dollars for the cruise only. This 90-minute experience gives you lake perspectives impossible to get from land, and the vintage steamship is genuinely historic, not a tourist reproduction. The coal-fired steam engine operates exactly as it did when launched in 1912. But before you book that expensive helicopter tour everyone talks about, save your money. The steamship views are spectacular, and you'll want that helicopter budget for Day 2's adventures. The Walter Peak experience includes sheep shearing demonstrations and farm tours that provide insight into New Zealand's agricultural heritage. Evening is for exploring Queenstown's compact city centre. Dinner at Rātā restaurant if you're splurging. Chef Josh Emmett's New Zealand cuisine is worth approximately $95 per person. Budget option? Head to Devil Burger for about 32 New Zealand dollars. Locals consistently rated above the tourist trap restaurants on the main strip. End day 1 with drinks at Atlas Beer Café. Local craft beers, reasonable prices, and you'll overhear conversations about hidden gems for the next 2 days. Day 2, Adventure Day. Day 2 is where Queenstown earns its adventure capital reputation. Start early, 9 a.m. booking for Shot Over Jet. Here's the insider strategy. Book directly through their website 3 days in advance and pay 169 New Zealand dollars for adults. The famous 360-degree spins in narrow canyon walls deliver exactly the adrenaline rush you came for. Now, here's something nobody tells you about the timing. Most adventure companies offer morning and afternoon slots, but morning activities pair better with afternoon scenic experiences. Your body processes adrenaline better when you're fresh, and afternoon light is superior for photography on scenic activities. This strategic timing also means you'll have energy for multiple activities without the fatigue that builds throughout the day. If bungee jumping is on your list, AJ Hackett Kawarau Gorge is the original commercial bungee site. Expect to pay approximately 320 to 350 New Zealand dollars for the individual jump. It's expensive, but this is where bungee jumping was invented in 1988. The 43-meter jump above the Kawarau River offers the perfect combination of historical significance and pure adrenaline. The bridge setting provides spectacular canyon views, and the option for a water touch adds an extra thrill element. However, if heights terrify you, the shot over canyon swing offers similar thrills with a different fear factor. You're harnessed to a friend and swing together rather than solo freefall. Budget alternative that locals love? The Queenstown Hill Hike. Free, takes 90 minutes, and the summit views rival any paid scenic experience. Start from Belfast Terrace, follow the zigzag trail, and you'll understand why this hike appears in every local's Instagram feed. For lunch, pack sandwiches from New World Supermarket, around 15 New Zealand dollars versus about $40 at adventure activity cafes. Use this time to rest before your afternoon highlight. Your afternoon investment is a helicopter tour with over-the-top or glacier southern lakes. The 25-minute Remarkables flight costs roughly 450 to 500 New Zealand dollars. But here's the booking hack. Call directly and ask about last-minute deals or weather cancellation discounts. Sometimes they offer discounts to fill remaining seats. The aerial perspective transforms your understanding of Queenstown's geography. You'll see how the mountains create natural wind tunnels that make adventure sports possible, and identify locations for Day 3's hidden gems. From above, the glacial origins of Lake Wakatipu become obvious, with its distinctive S-shape carved by ancient ice flows. Alternative afternoon for wine lovers, Gibston Valley Wine Tour, Central Otago Pinot Noir in vineyard settings with mountain backdrops. Small group wine tours cost approximately 200 to 220 New Zealand dollars, including tastings at multiple wineries. Much better value than individual cellar door visits. Evening dining strategy, book Rātā or the bunker for special occasions. But Madame Wu offers excellent Asian fusion for around $48 per person. Their laksa is legendary among locals, and the atmosphere feels authentically Queenstown rather than tourist-focused. Day 3. Hidden Gems. Day 3 reveals Queenstown's best-kept secrets. Drive to Glenorchy. Rent a car for approximately 85 New Zealand dollars for the day, far cheaper than tour buses at around $140 per person. The 45-minute drive along Lake Wakatipu's western shore might be New Zealand's most scenic road. Glenorchy feels like stepping into Lord of the Rings, because you literally are. Multiple filming locations line this route, but don't chase specific movie sites. Instead, stop at every scenic lookout. The spontaneous photo opportunities exceed any planned tourist attraction. The drive itself becomes part of the experience, with each bend in the road revealing new vistas of snow-capped peaks reflected in crystal-clear lake waters. From Glenorchy, continue 20 minutes to Paradise Valley. Yes, that's the actual name, and yes, it lives up to it. The gravel road challenges rental cars, but the payoff is having iconic New Zealand landscapes virtually to yourself. Most tourists never make this drive. Paradise Valley showcases rolling green hills dotted with sheep, dramatic mountain backdrops, and that quintessential New Zealand pastoral beauty that appears in tourism campaigns worldwide. Pack lunch from Glenorchy's general store. Selection is limited, but prices are reasonable at about 18 New Zealand dollars. Eat beside Diamond Lake with the Remarkables reflected in still water. This moment might become your defining Queenstown memory. The silence here is profound, broken only by bird calls and the gentle lapping of water against the shore, creating a meditative contrast to Queenstown's high-energy adventure scene. Afternoon stop at Lake Hayes, 10 minutes from Queenstown. The perfectly circular lake offers walking tracks and willow trees, creating natural photo frames. Locals exercise here, visitors rarely discover it. Golden hour light turns this lake into liquid gold. Your final Queenstown experience should be onsen hot pools. These private cedar hot tubs overlook Shotover River Canyon. Book the evening session for around 150 New Zealand dollars for 2 people. You'll soak under stars with canyon walls silhouetted around you. It's the perfect way to reflect on 3 days of adventure while your muscles recover. But here's the local secret about onsen. Their cafe serves excellent wine and cheese platters. Skip expensive downtown dinner and create your farewell meal in a hot tub overlooking the canyon. Romantic couples or solo travelers find this equally magical. Essential practical information. Transportation strategy can make or break your budget. Queenstown Airport to city center costs around 50 New Zealand dollars by taxi, approximately $15 by bus, or about $40 by Uber. For your 3 days, rent a car for day 3 only. Most activities provide transport, but Glenorchy requires your own wheels. Accommodation tiers that actually matter. Budget travelers love Nomads Queenstown for roughly 55 New Zealand dollars per night in dorms with kitchen access. Mid-range pick is Pepper's Beacon for around 280 New Zealand dollars. Central location saves transport costs. Luxury option is iCart's private hotel at approximately 1,500 New Zealand dollars. But honestly, you'll barely be in your room. Food strategy beyond what's mentioned. Fishbone bar and grill for seafood, flame bar and grill for steaks, and voodoo cafe for excellent breakfast. But here's the money-saving truth. Supermarket shopping saves about $80 per day compared to restaurant meals for every meal. Weather planning by season determines your entire experience. Summer, December to February, requires layers. Mornings are cool, afternoons warm, evenings chilly. Winter, June-August, means serious cold weather gear if you're skiing, but adventure activities continue year-round. Spring and autumn offer the best photography light but unpredictable weather. Pack waterproof jackets regardless of season, as Queenstown's mountain weather can change rapidly. Booking strategy that saves hundreds. Adventure activities offer 10 to 15% discounts for online booking 48 hours in advance. Restaurants require reservations October through April. Book before arriving or you'll eat fast food. Helicopter tours depend entirely on weather, so build flexibility into day 2. Popular activities like Milford Sound day trips and skydiving also sell out during peak season, making advance booking essential. Cell phone coverage works throughout Queenstown and most scenic routes, but Paradise Valley has dead zones. Download offline maps before heading to Glenorchy. Most activities include free Wi-Fi for sharing those Instagram-worthy shots immediately. International visitors should consider purchasing a local SIM card for better rates and coverage throughout New Zealand. Mistakes to avoid. Here are the expensive mistakes that cost travelers hundreds of dollars. First, booking activities through hotel concierges. They add 15 to 20% commission that goes directly into hotel profits. Book directly with activity companies or through their official websites. This applies especially to popular activities like helicopter tours, jet boating, and bungee jumping, where the markup can be significant. Second mistake, not having backup plans for weather. Queenstown weather changes hourly. When helicopter tours get canceled, travelers without alternatives waste entire afternoons. Always have indoor backup activities planned like the Kiwi Birdlife Park, wine tasting, or Queenstown's underwater observatory at the main town pier. Weather-dependent activities are particularly affected during winter months and shoulder seasons. Third, eating every meal on the main tourist strip. Those restaurants survive on location, not quality. The best food hides on side streets or requires short drives. Tourist strip restaurants charge premium prices for mediocre food, often targeting visitors who won't return to complain about poor value. Fourth mistake, underestimating travel times between activities. Queenstown may look compact, but mountain roads take longer than expected. Allow extra time for scenic stops and potential weather delays, especially when traveling to Milford Sound or other remote locations. Finally, trying to pack too much into each day. Queenstown's adventure activities are physically demanding. Book one major activity per day, not 3. You'll enjoy experiences more and avoid the exhaustion that ruins day 3 for many visitors. Adventure fatigue is real, and recovery time between activities enhances rather than diminishes your overall experience. 3 days that'll give you both the Instagram shots and the authentic Queenstown experience most tourists miss. Which day appeals to you most? If this guide saved you hours of research and potentially hundreds of dollars in tourist traps, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Explorer's Radar for more destination guides that go beyond the obvious. Check out our next destination guide where we explore another incredible location with the same insider approach. Thanks for watching Explorer's Radar, and we'll see you in the next adventure.